Thanks for joining me. I am Kay Ashbridge, and today we are talking about the Sacral Chakra. This chakra is located 2 inches below our belly button. It is associated with the color orange, the element water, and the planet Venus. So with water and Venus, you can already tell this is kind of a feminine energy chakra. This chakra is where our joy and enthusiasm reside. And this chakra is where, when we have an impetus for a new idea or to start a new project, this is where we get the oomph to do that and to carry it through. And when we have an open and healthy sacral chakra, our creative energy is flowing. It's flowing well. It's positive. People will always talk about the sacral chakra as having kundalini energy, sexual energy. Absolutely, yes. All energy is kundalini or chi or prana or yantra or life force. So yes, all that energy. And particularly with the sacral chakra, we'll be talking about emotions, because the sacral chakra is our emotional center, how we get in touch with our own emotions, and how we interchange with other people and their emotions. So, and it's a water element is associated with this chakra. So we can see that emotions sometimes weave and have a way of sometimes even having their own life, is what I kind of want to say. They can almost, in a way, our emotions can lead us down a winding river, whether we want to go or not. So emotions are really, really important to keep track of and accept and allow. And because this energy vortex, our sacral chakra, has so much to do with emotions, we're going to be talking about how to identify your emotions, what to do with them. Because the way that we evolve our identities as human beings has a lot to do with the emotional relationships we have in our lives and our emotional health and our emotional maturity. And all these emotional words sometimes are not really comfortable. And if you have emotions that you don't want to have, it's easy for all of us to just kind of try to shove them away. Just tamp them down and let's not look at that, right? But the thing is, we need to get a handle on our emotions. We need to understand what they're about and how to utilize them. So if we have an emotion of joy and just comfort, these are beautiful emotions that we love to have, and we wish we could be in them all the time. And when we have an emotion that is fear or lack, maybe we don't want to look at it, and it's easier just to try to push it aside. But you know, we humans are so powerful, and our energetic systems give us so many gifts. And a very important gift that we have, each of us internally, is a gift for healing, and a gift that where we can train ourselves, train our brains in how we want to feel. So if we look at the science of our brain and how our brain works, do you know our brain cannot actually tell the difference between a memory, a visualization, and a real happening. If the feelings and emotions are so strong and so real, our brain thinks it's actually happening. Which is why, if there is a memory or an emotion that you have that is tied with trauma, pain, fear, then each time that memory comes up, you can literally relive every one of those emotions and get your entire system all worked up again, just as if you were going through it again. So in the same way, we can imagine an emotion that we want to carry, that we want to have. Now, this is called emotional reframing, and each of us has the gift to be able to do this. So how do we do it? Well, when we're talking about emotions, the number one thing that we need to be aware of is that every emotion that we have needs to be acknowledged. We have to actually acknowledge that emotion, whether we like it or not. Now, we look at it, we allow it to be, we actually feel it, because emotions trigger feelings. And with emotional reframing, we can change the way our mind reacts to an emotion. So here's an example. Let's take the emotion of regret. So let's say I'm feeling regretful because of some things I said or did that I'm really wondering how the other person took it, and I can't stop thinking about it, and I'm kind of beating myself up because, oh my gosh, I can't believe I said that. How thoughtless was that? Why would I have said that? I should never have. All this goes through your mind, and then you have the emotion of regret, and then you start feeling like you're kind of dumb, or you did something stupid, or you were so thoughtless. I mean, it just can go on. And here we are in the water element, and we can just be dragged down a stream with all of these emotions and feelings. So we acknowledge the regret. We own it. Yep, I did that. Yep, that happened. Well, I'm sure going to do better next time. But how do we get there? Let's take the opposite emotion. So I'm dealing with regret, and the opposite emotion of regret is satisfaction. And satisfaction brings me feelings of accomplishment, even positive accolades. Good job, I did that well, I handled that well. So you literally, every emotion and feeling that you're having about the regret, you reframe that emotion with satisfaction, with the emotion of satisfaction. And you go through all the feelings, you conjure it up. Maybe you have to literally remember a time that you felt super satisfied with yourself. Bring that emotion up, bring all of those feelings up, and feel them. Feel them. You're entraining your mind to feel them. And you feel that satisfaction. Own it. Give it space. And forgive yourself. You've dealt with the regret. You acknowledged it. You didn't shove it away. You reframed it. And next time you'll do better. And reframing our emotions is such a powerful, powerful gift that we all have. So don't hide your emotions. Don't hide from your emotions. Certainly don't ignore them, because they got to come out somewhere. And so reframing our emotions is a great way to get a handle on the emotions. Acknowledge them, accept them, reframe them, move on. When we have a sacral chakra that is unbalanced, what can happen is we end up feeling like a sense of apathy. Even kind of like, well, why bother? Why should I bother? It's not working. I can't finish anything. Nothing's getting off the ground. I have all these great ideas, but I can't make anything happen. Well, that is a sluggish sacral chakra, and it needs to be opened. It needs to be activated. So do everything you can to place yourself in joy, feel enthusiasm, and use the reframing. Use that reframing and feel the good emotions that you want to feel. And ways that we can open our chakra, our sacral chakra, intentionally. Pay attention to it. Have a good talk with a good friend. You can journal. Journaling with emotion, doing emotional work through journaling is very powerful. And it's not like you have to go through a list of all your negative emotions and go relive them. It's what's going on with you now. Check in. How am I feeling? Why do I have apathy? Why am I feeling sluggish? What's happening with me? And try to identify the emotion that's holding you back and try that reframing. And self-talk is so important. Self-talk is super valuable. A really, really powerful thing to do with your self-talk is speak as if it's happening, speak as if it's now. With the sacral chakra, you could use mantras or affirmations or chants that say, I am creative, I am productive. My ideas are good ideas that I can take forward. I have the ability to move my ideas forward. I have the motivation that I need to begin this project. And speak to yourself positively. I will always talk about self-talk and energy. And if you remember, a couple of videos ago, we talked about our energetic bodies. And the emotional energetic body, which is part of our aura, is about 7 inches away from our physical body. And this energetic, emotional body, subtle body, it is always going to be emanating what our resonance is. It's resonating out the emotions that we are dwelling on. It resonates out into the world, into the universe, that which we feel. And because our energetic subtle bodies are magnets, they're energy fields, they are also attracting back to us what we're giving out. So if you are not feeling that you can get a project off the ground and bring it to fruition, that you are not creative, that you're just feeling stagnant or stuck, think about your energy body and what you're resonating out. And if it's negative, reframe it. Just reframe it. There are so many books and videos about how to work with your energy field. This is just a little bit, but I will always talk about your energy because energy is everything. Everything is energy, and we are energetic beings. So I'm going to leave you with this, with your sacral chakra, your beautiful emotional energy center, and I would invite you to explore what emotions you're dwelling on, and if you're not happy with them, reframe them. Just begin with one and then do the next. And put this in your little toolbox of ways to help you promote yourself, to help you create positive self-talk. And until the next time, thank you very much for being here. Please subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you again.